Honourable members, question number 106 has been asked by the Honourable Mtetwa to the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. The question is on the publication of the list of beneficiaries of the COVID-19 Relief Fund and the Presidential Employment Stimulus Programme. The Honourable the Minister.
Some of the recipients complained that they felt that their privacy has been infringed upon and they were being unnecessarily exposed to having applied for government assistance at a time when they were struggling and vulnerable. I can have some sympathy for this reaction, but it's not a perspective that I believe is valid. Anyone who receives funding from government is in fact a recipient of public funds. By the very definition of the word, it is therefore not receiving private money, and it's certainly not a private matter and should not be seen that way. We've seen examples of people complaining about government only to discover that they were helped by government. This is obviously embarrassing, but could have been avoided if we were all just being honest with each other throughout. It's not the reason that we should avoid transparency and openness, because this is the best way to fight corruption. Some of the people whose names appear on those lists came forward and said that they did not actually receive any money, raising questions about whether monies may in fact have been redirected improperly. This is a matter that we are investigating and we will get to the bottom of it. It may well be that these denials are only for the cameras, so to speak, but something more sinister may have happened and we would never have known if we did not make the matter public. This is what I believe must and should and will be the approach under the GNU, leadership of President Cyril Ramaphosa, to be open, honest, and serving the people at all times. Most of the beneficiaries did not complain that their names and amounts they had received were published because they realized there's no shame in having and needing help. The government took a very drastic decision to put the country in lockdown, and they were unable to earn a living anymore. That was not their fault, and they deserve to be helped by their government. In fact, we should probably have done much more for them. What matters now is that we push on and try to grow and sustain a thriving creative sector to put the trauma of COVID truly behind us. Pardon? You have bigger things to worry about than how I think. The GNU is a very caring government. The GNU is thriving. The ones that said the GNU will not last, they have entered divorce. What you see here is a divorce.
Point of order. Order, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Minister, just take your seat for a moment. Just take your seat for a moment, please. I have a point of order. Honourable
Mr. Speaker.
Minister, please just take your seat for a moment. Honourable Reddy, why are you rising?
Mr. Speaker, I wasn't sure whether that was a TikTok performance, but the rules say you cannot mislead the House. There is no GNU in this House.
Yeah.
The member is using the word GNU incorrectly.
Honourable Reddy.
Misleading this House.
Honourable Reddy, if you stood and said the minister must stay relevant to the question, I could have listened to you. But that's a point of argument. Honourable Minister, were you done answering the question?
No. I want to ask. You can't have problems in your marriage and then you speak about other people's marriage. Our marriage is intact. We differ like couples.
Order.
Honorable Minister,
Please,
just
sit
take
down.
your seat again,
There's
please.
no progressive caucus.
Honorable
here.
Minister, please take your seat for a moment.
Sit down.
Honorable Member.
You should have rotten in jail.
House Chair, I think you have to be fair to all of us. Just like DSG Honorable Mkhalipi said, ministers must answer questions. When it's irrelevant and frivolous, it must be stopped. Don't subject us to that mediocre called an answer. We are not part of it.
Thank you.
Divorce and marriages have nothing to do with the initial question.
Yeah.
What we want is government at work and consistency, not some mediocre answer that we have received here.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, there's still 37 seconds left, but I sustain that point of order.
Okay.
Ministers, let me just finish. Ministers must, in answering the questions, deal with the topic of the question. Politics is not to be part of the answers to the question. If you want to add to the substance of the answer to the original question, you may do so, but please refrain from now entering into the fray of politics.
Speaker,
That's the problem. Come up and teach.
I was busy.
Honorable Mahotwe. Honorable Mahotwe, on the virtual platform.
No. I was busy answering, and then they were having this frivolous point of orders.
We are still waiting on
But
that.
allow me, Speaker, while I'm on the floor. There's an issue I just for 10 seconds need to deal with here.
Aibo.
This pandit. Every time they say this, let me speak.
Order, Speaker, order.
Answer.
Order.
This is why Floyd left.
Okay,
Not the
Minister,
minister now.
Honorable Minister,
So, Speaker, allow me to say one thing. Every time,
Chair,
Honorable
is
Minister,
contesting your rulings.
unfortunately your time has now run out.
Honorable Minister is contesting your ruling. Salapans, Chief, Salapans.
Thank you, Honorable
His time is
Minister.
up.
You may take your seat.
say, this guy,
Salapans, Chief, sit down.
Can you sit down now?
Honorable Minister, Honorable Minister, please take your seat now. Thank you.
I listen to you.
Thank
Not
you.
to the divorced couple.
Thank
I
you.
listen to you.
Order, honorable members. Honorable Mahotwe on the virtual platform. Honorable Mahotwe on the virtual platform. All of us heard you unmute and refer to the minister as a bandit, which is not a respectful way in which to refer to the minister. Please unmute and withdraw that remark.
House Chair, did you hear me call the minister's name?
Honorable member,
I'm asking you, did you hear me call the minister's name?
we've all heard you call the minister a bandit.
Yes, I
Please
said
withdraw.
Mapanditi. I said Mapanditi, House Chair. Did I refer to the minister?
Honorable Mahotwe, withdraw that remark.
I will never. Mapanditi. I will never withdraw Mapanditi. I never
Honorable
said
Mahotwe,
anyone
I'm going to give you a
Mapanditi.
last
I said
opportunity to
Mapanditi.
withdraw the remark. Otherwise, I'm going to order that you be removed from the virtual
House Chair, if
platform.
the shoe fit, he must wear it.
On a
I
point
said
of order,
Mapanditi.
Chair.
That's the problem of bringing Mapanditi here.
On a point of order.
Honorable Mahotwe, are you
On a point
withdrawing?
of order, Chair.
I'm first dealing with this.
You are out of order. On a point of order. You are out of order.
Yeah, Honorable Malema, I will come to you just now. Technical staff, it would seem the Honorable Mahotwe is refusing to withdraw. Please remove her from the virtual platform. Honorable Malema, did you want to raise a point of order?
No, but what you did is wrong because there's nothing wrong Honorable Mautwe did. Motho ke lepantiti, and he knows that. Ke lepantiti. And you to refer to him as lepantiti is not untruthful. It's not vulgar. That's what he is. And Liana wa bolela hore ke ena lepantiti.
Honorable
Who is
Malema.
proud to be lepantiti.
Honorable Malema, you have now also referred to the minister in a disrespectful manner. Our rules clearly say that we are to refer to one another in a respectful manner. Please withdraw that.
Ministera lepantiti. Lepantiti la ministera.
Honorable Malema, I'm going to give you another opportunity to withdraw.
Lepantiti ke lebitso hore ke ministera lepantiti.
Okay. Honorable
Ha ke na nako ya
Malema, are you not
lepantiti. Ke
withdrawing?
lepantiti. That's what
Okay.
it is.
Please remove the Honorable Malema from the virtual platform.
Chairperson,
Honorable Dlamini, are you rising on on a new point?
no, I'm raising on the same point. I see the way you are treating our members. First, Honorable Mawotwe,
Order.
I address
Honorable
you.
Dlamini, just please hold on for one moment. Can we just get
Yeah.
silence so that I can hear the Honorable Dlamini?
No,
Honorable
I'm saying,
Dlamini,
Chair.
please continue.
No, I'm raising on the issue of how are you ill-treating the members here when they are speaking on issues that are affect. So how should they address, or maybe you don't understand, it's a prisoner, someone who has self-sentenced.
Thank
and
you,
that is a
Honorable
fact.
Dlamini.
So why
hear
is
your
that an
point.
issue
I've
now?
made my rulings. And you're welcome to take it to the Rules Committee and to write to the Speaker. Honorable members, we'll continue now.
don't do something
the
wrong.
first-
These members that you have removed now
Honorable
from
Dlamini, we're not
from
going
this
to
platform, what's going to happen?
relitigate
Because
the
they
whole
must
matter.
exercise their rights as members of parliament. What should happen now? Can
Thank
you
you.
speak to your
As the
team there
Chief
to bring
Whip,
them back so that
as
they
the
can
Chief
continue
Whip, you
to
will
back that they
know.
were
Thank
that
you,
they
Honorable
elected to
Dlamini.
do
As the
here?
Chief Whip of the EFF, you will know that if you're aggrieved with my ruling, you can take it to the Rules Committee
Yeah,
as well as write to the Speaker. Thank you.
yeah, but can you bring the members
The
back to the
first
platform?
supplementary question, please mute the Honorable Dlamini now. The first supplementary question will be asked by the Honorable Mtetwa.
Thank you.
I've concluded on that matter.
Thank you, Speaker.
I've already ruled on that matter, honorable members. I'm not going to entertain any further points of order on that issue.
Wait.
If it is on another matter, you're welcome to proceed. If it's on the matter I've made my ruling on, we're not continuing on that.
Going to intimidate us.
Honorable member, I'm just following the
In
rules.
terms of Rule 69, you, Chair, we are going to take your rulings to the appropriate platform
Thank you.
because all your rulings are wrong, unfair, and uninformed.
Thank you. Honorable Mtetwa, do you have a follow-up?
Thank you, Chair. I don't know, maybe, no, let me not go there. The minister did not answer my questions. Unfortunately, he wasted our time here with all these other issues that are not relating to the question. My question was that what criteria did they follow to determine the amounts that were given to different individuals? He did not respond. But be that as it may, I'm not disappointed. What kind of transgressions were committed in the process of distributing the funds? And were there any consequences for those who committed such? And if not, why is the management or executive management still the same at the department? Since they are the very management that must now take responsibility of holding those that they didn't even want to hold accountable now. What are you going to do? How are you going to run that accountability process? Thanks, Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, before you take the floor, let me just ask you as well. There's now a reminder to you that one part of the original question was not answered and a very specific substantive follow-up. Please, in your response, also stick to addressing those issues. Thank you.
All right. I think we must be fair. We were not caught out. We investigate, we exposed the names to the public. After you show the public, you wait for people to come back and say, we didn't get money. Now we are at that part. After we willingly published the names, we then got information. We are now in the stage of going to investigate. So what we've done, we realized there's no panel to investigate at the department. We then went public and we called on people to apply to be part of the legal panel so that we can investigate. The panel is closing in a few days. Then they will adjudicate and then appoint lawyer firms, our own legal, then we'll have our own legal panel. That legal panel will then investigate that which the Honorable wanted us to investigate. And that which we see is corruption and needs further investigation. But we just can't come and cast aspersions of people and remove people without proper evidence against those people. We live in a country with laws. And you can't just come in and say, because you were there when something wrong happened, that you were party of that wrong. It can't be. It shouldn't be. And it will never be.
Thank you. The second supplementary question will be asked by the Honorable Molotsane. The Honorable Molotsane. If not present, then we move on.
Thank you, Chair.
Oh, thank you. Proceed.
Yes. I just want to ask the question to the Minister. How was the department action feedback from artists and creatives to inform future strategies or policy to provide support during crises such as the COVID-19 pandemic?
Thank you. The Honorable the Minister.
What we've done last week, we called all the creatives, we called the artists, and we had what we call a boss barat. In that boss barat, we listened to them, because in South Africa, the artists are not organized. While in sport, the sporting federations are extremely organized. We have now reached consensus amongst us all that they will then organize themselves per sector. And that sector will then tell us how we should deal with them as a sector. Usually you had musicians speaking for choral musicians, speaking for everyone, speaking for publishers. But what we've done now, we've got 52 different sectors. Poetry, you have choral music, you have publishers, you have writers, you have script writers, filmmakers. These people are now for the first time organized. And the boss barat was very positive. Everybody was happy. They even said that they feel very positive about the GNU. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The third supplementary question will be asked by the Honorable Jacobs.
Honorable Chairperson, you will agree that there's all sorts of different name calling that just took place in the House. But the only type of theft that I saw in this House today is how time was being taken away from discussing serious matters that matter to the Republic of South Africa. Now, Honorable Minister, I want to ask you, you are aware and you will agree with me that the process when it came to distributing the funds for artists during COVID was cement fuss and bunk fuss with corruption. So I want to ask you, to what extent are you satisfied with how these funds were distributed and to whom they were distributed?
The Honorable the Minister.
As I've said now, I came there, we published the names. Some people made allegations. I can't agree with the honorable member and say this person, if there was a pact of corruption. No, I don't even think there was a pact of corruption. We are still busy with the process now, as I said previously, that we have a panel. And when the panel will then investigate, I am not an investigator. I'm not going to call people corrupt without people having evidence. A lot of the artists are very happy with the work that the previous minister did by helping them during the darkest hour. So you can't cast aspersions. You see, tomorrow then when I answer you, you're going to say, I don't answer you. Now you are busy with me. But while I'm on the floor, honorable member, please allow me to say just one thing in my time. I don't mind. I want to make it clear here. I don't mind you calling me. I've got two parts. One part, I don't mind you calling me a pandit. But I want to make you aware of one thing here in the Western Cape. My name was there, Gayton Mackenzie. Your name was there, EFF, in the Western Cape. People looked at your name, but people decided.
Yeah, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister.
We vote for them.
Honorable Minister.
I got double what you got here.
Yeah.
They went back
Honorable Minister, no.
to vote for the pandit.
Honorable Minister, please take your seat. Honorable Minister, there will be an order, honorable members. There will be another opportunity for voters everywhere to look at the ballot, and by that time, let's campaign then. Honorable members, the last supplementary question will be asked by. Okay, honorable member.
House Chair, are you not going to address Rule 69 to this member who does not know and respect the rules of the House?
Yeah.
Because his grossly misconduct is not going to be tolerable anymore. And we're going to act on it.
Thank you, honorable member. Yes.
Yeah, his conduct is far much out of line. And you are not calling it into order. By now, he has repeatedly done the same thing.
Yeah.
And you have not chased him out of the House. He has not done it once. He has not done it twice.
Yeah. Thank you, honorable member. I've asked the minister to take his seat.
Him out of the House.
I've asked the minister to take his seat and he complied. Thank you. The last supplementary question will be asked by the honorable souls.
Chair.
Honorable Dlamini on the virtual platform.
You know, Chair, we have been very nice with you, and we're asking you to conduct this House in an orderly manner. Because this abuse that we're getting from Mr. Gayton, we're not going to accept it. And we are sitting there, we're not doing anything. We're asking you to drain on Mr. Gayton. He must focus on the work that he's supposed to do and respond to questions that have been asked by honorable members.
Yeah.
And even now, he stands there, he says to you, I don't mind being called a Pandindi. Instead of acknowledging now and saying, actually, I removed the EFF leadership on the facts, because it's confirming it.
Okay.
But we have removed the EFF leadership that is supposed to be doing its work here.
Thank you, honorable.
And we are not.
Thank you, honorable Dlamini.
That statement of a Pandindi is going to remain. He is a Pandindi, he has confirmed it. It's going to remain throughout this term, and it gets done. So you must put it on your notes so that you don't,
my ruling
don't
has
make that
stand.
mistakes anymore on the way forward.
Honorable Dlamini, thank
the
you.
business of this House.
The honorable member of the MK.
On a point of consistency and fairness, I would then propose that you bring Honorable TG of the EFF based on the fact that you are not taking action on the other member.
Yeah. No, thank you, honorable member. We've dealt with that matter. Those members were removed because they refused to obey an order. The minister obeyed the direction of the chair.
Chairperson, the minister confirmed the word Pantint and you've removed a member from the platform.
Yeah.
You should find it unfair and inconsistent in your ruling. So take action that will assist the House and sustain order of the House. Yeah, that's what you are requesting.
I've made my ruling, and those members were removed.
If I was to refer to the ruling of the Pantint, what kind of action are you going to take?
Honorable members, all of you, the rules also say that while the chair is addressing the House, nobody else is to speak.
But you must be consistent with your ruling.
House Chair. House Chair.
Honorable members, let's continue
just do
with the
something
question
right.
session.
House
Honorable
Chair.
members. Thank you, honorable members. Let's continue with the question session. The
House
last
Chair.
supplementary question is that of the honorable souls.
Chair, how do you say let us continue when we're raising issues of this house?
Yeah.
Honorable
How do
Dlamini,
you
I've
with so much arrogance say let's continue?
reacted. Thank you, honorable Dlamini. I've already reacted by indicating that I did intervene when the minister again abused the
No, but
platform.
House Chair, you are biased.
But you
You are
but we are
biased in
talking
your
about
rulings.
members that are not here.
Obey the direction of the
House Chair,
chair.
you are biased in your rulings.
Honorable
You
members,
should be
thank you.
removed in that seat.
You
Can
are
you
eating
please
into
bring
other
the-
members' opportunity to
You
ask
are
questions.
biased in your
No, Honorable
rulings.
House Chair,
You
can
must
you
allow
please
How
bring
can you
the
allow
honorable
ministers
members that
in
we
the
have
house?
removed from
Like
this
how
one
you remove
platform?
our members.
You must be removed there,
Bring back
House
the
Chair.
two members that you
Bring
removed
back
from
our
virtual
members.
platform. That's
Yeah.
what we
Bring
are
back.
asking.
Thank
That's
you.
what we are saying to you.
How?
Honorable House
members,
Chair.
if that is
Listen to you
something
when you're
new
not
you want
Honorable
to
House
raise.
Chair.
House Chair, you are
Honorable House
incompetent.
Chair.
must be
Don't know
removed
the
there.
rules.
Kindly
You must
You
bring
should leave
Honorable
the chair,
Malema
House
and
Chair.
Honorable
You are
House back
incompetent.
during the
members.
meeting.
You bring this thing to yourself.
House Chair, you should leave the chair. You are
Yeah,
incompetent.
yes.
Order. Honorable members, I will state one last time that when I said to the minister he must take his seat and refrain from continuing, he followed the direction of the chair. We will now continue with the question session.
Chair, you must just learn to
House
listen on
Chair,
what you are raising.
can you please
I was
recognize
saying
us?
to you, the
What's wrong
minister
with
has
you?
confirmed that is a pandit.
Oh.
You made a wrong ruling. Just correct it by bringing
Order.
the president of the EFF.
Honorable
and the
Dlamini, you can't just
It's a simple request. It's a simple request. Why can't you just listen? It's a
Honorable
simple
Dlamini.
request. Made a mistake by helping you. Let's bring them back so that they can continue with their work.
Thank you,
Otherwise,
Honorable
we are
It has been
removing
Dlamini.
confirmed
you
right
from
in front
that
of you.
There's still 10 minutes left for the minister to ask some further questions.
No, leave that. I'm talking of the mistake that you've made by removing the leadership of the EFF wrongly. Let's correct it now, Chair. Just leave the arrogance and that thing that
Honorable members.
sometimes just listen to people.
Exactly. The
Just,
House Chair is biased.
just
You should
accept
be
you've made
removed in that chair.
you've made a mistake. You've made a
Honorable
mistake.
members,
Let's
let's
bring them back.
continue.
Continue
Thank
to
you.
watch Chair, when you
Honorable
so you
Sons,
want to
do you
acknowledge
have
that
a
you made a
follow-up?
mistake.
Please continue.
You don't want to acknowledge that you
Honorable
made a
Dlamini,
mistake.
please mute now.
Point of order, Chairperson. Chair.
Point of order, Chair.
Point of
Honorable
order.
members, we've dealt with this matter. We are proceeding.
Speak, Chairperson.
We are proceeding.
Point of order, Chairperson.
Honorable
Please
members,
allow us.
is it a new point of order or is it on the same question?
Speak. We want to call point of order on you, Chair.
Yeah, no.
Please allow us to call point of orders in this
Honorable members,
house.
you can write to the speaker. You can take the matter to the rules committee.
Can you please allow us to call a point of order on you, Chair?
Honorable member, if it is a new point of order on another matter, otherwise I've made my ruling. And in terms of the rules, you are to escalate the matter.
Yeah, allow me.
If it's not a new point of order, I will accept that as a disregard for the authority of the chair. So make double sure that it is a new point of order.
No, thanks so much, Chairperson. Chair, I think you are very inconsistent on your...
Honorable member, that's not a new point of order. That argument has been raised.
Listen. I'm not yet there. Chairperson, you remove our members, stating that they called the name Pandit. The minister himself stood up and said that I'm Pandit. Can you please remove the minister from the house? You remove the
Honorable member,
house, Chairperson.
please take your seat.
Removed.
Chairperson.
You of the EFF is removed. The president is removed because
Honorable member,
of the name.
please now take your seat.
The minister be removed from the house as well.
Please take your seat.
I'm requesting you patiently.
Honorable member, if you don't take your seat now, I'm going to ask you to leave the chamber. Honorable members. Honorable members.
Chairperson.
Firstly, that's not
No,
a new
Chairperson, let's
point of
listen to each
order.
other. Chair.
Honorable
Chairperson.
Dlamini, I'm on the floor. Please mute the Honorable Dlamini. That's not a new point of order.
Honorable
It's a
Chair.
revisitation of the old points of order. I've dealt with that.
How?
Rule
How do you deal with it?
92.8 very clearly says, honorable members, that no member may raise a point of order again or a similar point of order if the presiding officer ruled that that point of order has been dealt with. I've indicated to you that you can take your unhappiness to the Rules Committee and to the Speaker.
Chairperson.
We are now proceeding with a question session. I will not
Chairperson.
deal with any further points of order on this issue.
I raised
Chair,
my
it's
hand.
a different order, Chair. It's
Uh,
a different point, Chair.
Honorable member, please
Chairperson.
assist us by allowing us to continue. You can take the matter to the Rules Committee.
No, on a different
No,
point, Chair.
Chairperson. No,
My
no, no,
hand
no,
is
no.
up.
No.
I raised my hand, Honorable Chair.
Chair, you are extremely wrong now. What do you mean that
Is it
every
a
point of
new
order that has
matter,
been raised
Honorable Dlamini?
it must be taken somewhere? What do you mean? Because the members are saying are raising a different point of order. So you've suspended all the rules of this house now. They must be taken to the Rules Committee. What nonsense is that now?
Honorable Dlamini, that's indeed
where's
what the
taught you
rules
that
say.
now? Where did you
Thank
learn
you.
that?
Please mute all members on the virtual platform.
My hand
I'm
is
rising
up.
on a different issue.
Please
I'm rising
assist
on a
us by
different.
I've
muting
raised
those
my hand,
members.
Honorable
Chair,
Chair.
Honorable Souls, you have the last opportunity for a follow-up question.
Chairperson, I'm rising on a
I've
different
raised
issue.
my hand, House Chair.
Your arrogance is going to deal with you, Chair.
I've
Chair.
raised my
Your
hand,
arrogance,
Honorable
you
Chair. It's
want to run
Honorable
this house like
Malaga.
your own household.
Chair, Honorable Plose, I'm rising on a different issue, Chair.
Honorable members, if it's not a different issue, then I'm going to order your removal from the virtual platform.
Chair, two things, Chair. And we beg for your patience. So one, I want to hear what your ruling is in terms of removing members from a platform using the name Pantindi, but the minister has confirmed that it's Pantindi. You must tell us what is your ruling on that. That's one. And number two, we are calling for your consistency, Chair. We are saying if you remove our members for using the word Pantindi, it's either you bring them back because you've made it a wrong ruling or you remove the minister. So tell us what is your ruling on that.
Yeah.
So that we move with this house because we want to
Honorable
know what is
member,
your ruling.
that's
We don't know what your
indeed
ruling
not a
is.
new point of order.
It
So
is
please
a
stand
new
down.
point of order, Chair.
I've given my point
It's
of
a new
order.
point
Please,
of
I'm
order.
asking you what
please
is
remove
It's
that
a
member.
simple thing. It's either you bring them back or you remove your
Please
minister.
also remove that honorable member who's now disrupting proceedings.
You're now abusing your power
Please mute the
now.
virtual
I've
platform.
raised my Abuse hand, of Honorable power. Chair. The House members Chair, my are hand just is up. asking.
Honorable
I've raised my
Souls,
hand.
do you have a follow-up question?
I have a follow-up question.
Yeah, no, the follow-up is that of the Honorable Souls. Honorable Souls?
Honorable Chair, I'm going to ask you your indulgence to be fair in the House.
Honorable Souls, I gave you an opportunity for a follow-up question.
Honorable Chair, you have not been fair in terms of the situation that's happening here and in terms of your ruling. We have submitted ourselves to your ruling. Whenever you said to the minister he must sit down, he did. Then you allowed others to do what they are doing now. I have to, for the sake of clarity and
Honorable Souls, I ask you to take the debate or the question session forward. Do you have a follow-up? I did not recognize you for a point of order.
But you recognize the EFF.
Yes, Honorable
So
Souls.
I'm standing up and I'm asking you, it's my prerogative. I'm saying, Chairperson, I have a point of order.
Okay.
So you have to allow me.
Okay, what is your point of order?
Thank you. The point of order is the rule says when a member has the floor and speaks, that members of the House should not interrupt. Listen, Chairperson, there they're doing it again.
Honourable members, give the Honourable Souls an opportunity to unpack his point of order.
Honorable Chair, you can rule whether it's not in the rule book because you know it's in the rule book. So what they've done, can I finish? So what they've done, you have allowed. On clarity, the minister never said that he accepts the label Pandit. He said he doesn't mind. And they carried on. So Chairperson, the days of EFF ruling this house is over. They found their match on Spaisani.
Honourable Souls, do you have a follow-up question?
No. Chair. Order.
Honorable Chair,
Can't.
I said when I started, I stood up because I feel they are disturbing me and I'm on the floor. Chairperson, now to your question, Chairperson, may I address you? May I address you, Chairperson?
Honourable Souls, are you going to ask a follow-up question?
But may I address you? They're not allowing me to address.
Yes, please ask the follow-up question.
Get order in the house, Chairperson.
Order, sir.
Honourable members, give the Honourable Souls an opportunity. Honourable Souls, thank you. Take your seat. Honourable Lakude, Honourable Manye.
Point of order.
Thank you very
Chairperson.
much, Honorable House Chairperson. I stand on Rule 69, which says gross disorderly conduct. Some members, Honorable House Chairperson, have violated this rule. And Rule 66 also states that a member must not be interrupted while on the floor. So, Honorable House Chairperson, also, I'm on Rule 82. Reference to a member in a respectful terms. So all these rules have been violated, Honorable House Chairperson, by the EFF members. So, Honorable House Chairperson, the order on the question paper today is questions to the
cockroach violated it.
So, Honorable House, I want to plead with yourself, Honorable House Chairperson.
But how do we expect us to respect the house when you are being insulted here?
Comes to Chairperson, you are you don't extend the question session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honourable members.
Chairperson, on a point of order, I raise my hand.
Point of order, Chairperson. Point of order, Chairperson.
Honourable
Chairperson, on a point of order, I raise my hand.
Honourable members.
Point of order, Chairperson.
Order.
Can you allow me to raise my point of order, please?
Order.
Can you allow me to raise my point of order?
Honourable members, the time for this question session has run out.
He was ran out before you do this. Can you allow me to raise a point of order?
Gayton, will hear cockroaches. You are going to allow him to say that.
Can you allow me to raise point of order?
This has not been a dignified exercise. The time has run out.
Chairperson,
we request.
Chairperson, we've raised our hands on point of
I'm not going
order.
to allow that.
Now, Chairperson, as if you don't hear.
Chairperson, we've raised our hands on point of order.
Chairperson, allow me to raise my point of order.
Point of order.
There is one thing that you don't understand, Chairperson, as I'm looking at you, that you got only 2 houses to raise one point of order. And then this one, you run it different. This is not your house, it's our house. You have to run this house according to the rules. Can you allow us to raise our orders?
Order.
And don't run us like that. Can you allow us to practice our right in this house? And leave that thing.
Honourable members.
Chairperson, on a point of order.
Chairperson,
Honorable members, unless it's a new point of order, I'm not going to entertain it.
You don't know what is new.
Chairperson, until you
Honourable
hear us, you don't know what the point
All
of order
orders to you
is.
are the same.
But you must rule on Gayton calling people
I've
cockroaches.
raised my hand on a point of order, Chairperson.
Gayton just called people cockroaches and he didn't say anything.
I didn't hear
You
that.
must ask, you must ask Gayton, stop being weak, stop being a card.
Very well.
Chairperson, are you going to
Bring
follow
back
the
the
rules
president
and allow
and the
us
PG
to raise
in the
a point
meeting.
of
That's what
order?
we are asking.
I've raised my hand
not
for a
going to be
point of
invited on
order.
Please
I
mute
expect
the
to be
virtual
recognized,
platform.
Chairperson.
Can you recognize me, Chair?
him.
My chairperson, can you recognize me?
Chairperson, you have recognized me.
Yes. Honorable Maria, I've recognized you.
Thank you so much. I just want to bring it to your attention that this minister is calling us cockroaches with Malema.
Okay.
So this most useless one is calling us cockroaches.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you, Honorable Maria. Honorable Minister, did you refer to members of the EFF as cockroaches? Order.
I have not called the honorable member or any member here a cockroach. I called Malema a cockroach.
Honorable Member, Honorable Minister,
What about
our rules do not allow for that. Honorable Minister, please stand up.
I withdraw.
Will you withdraw that?
Withdraw.
Thank you. We have a withdrawal. Thank you. We have a withdrawal. Honorable Member.
Now, thank you very much, Chair. I think we must teach Gayton rules of the House. We are going to take this matter up to the Ethics Committee.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Please
Honorable Chair, we know the rules.
I have that, Honorable
I
Sir.
was earlier on Rule 66.
I
want them to know we will also take them to the Ethics Committee.
Thank you, thank you.
President, a bandit. And earlier,
Chair, you must stop allowing people who are telling this house a prison. You are not in prison.
So please take your seat.
This guy Gayton is converting this house into a cells there.
We are not afraid.
We're not in cells here.
We are not afraid of you.
We're not in prison here.
You too. We are not afraid of you. Ons bijzijn niet. Ons bijzijn niet. Ons bijzijn niet.
These ministers think we're in prison here. We're in parliament here. We're not in prison. You must stop doing what he's doing. We're not in prison here. We're in parliament.
Honorable members, may I address you?
They are not banditis.
Rule 69C says members may not engage in gross or disorderly conduct by repeatedly undermining the authority of the presiding officer, or repeatedly refusing to obey rulings, or repeatedly disrespecting the presiding officer. Rule 70 says if the presiding officer is of the opinion that a member is deliberately contravening a provision of these rules, or that a member is disregarding their authority, the member's gross disorderly conduct, such a member may be ordered to leave. We are now done on the issue. We've now wasted your time, 20 minutes of it, to ask questions of the executive. Order. Honorable members, if you now persist, I'm going to make use of Rule 70 for you. Okay, honorable members, please leave the House. Please leave the House.
You can clap the hands for Gayton, your bandit.
Please leave the House.
Can clap hands for this frog called
Honorable
Gayton.
Nklangwini. Honorable Mkalipi. Please leave the House. Honorable members, the 3 hours for questions to the cluster has run out, but one question has been moved to the order paper for oral reply, in addition to the questions to the cluster. We will now take the question that was transferred for written oral reply in terms of Rule 146(1). Question number 156 has been asked by the Honourable Ntlingla to the Minister of Higher Education. The question is about the responsibility for nation building higher education institutions.
What are you going to do?
The Honourable the
when
Deputy
the
Minister.
falls, what are you going to do?
Please remove that honourable member from the virtual platform for
Yeah,
continuously disregarding the authority of the chair. The Honourable the Deputy Minister.
Silishiyana le nto yenu yamabhanditi.
Gayton must go back to jail. That's where he belongs.
Osbaizani.
Honourable member, why are you rising?
Chairperson, thank you very much, Chairperson. I want to appeal to you, Chairperson, that there was a point where you said the time allocated for questions is over. So the Deputy Minister packed and left, but I appeal to you that we get hold of him because he's still in the precinct to come back and answer the question because he was abiding to your rule that you said. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. Honourable members, we can suspend the business of the day for 5 minutes to see whether the minister is still available. Business is suspended for 5 minutes.